Hello there everybody and welcome to episode 1 of my Minecraft survival let's play. I'm just gonna name the world... Oh, wrong thing. I'm just gonna name the world YouTube, that way I remember which one's the let's play and which one's my personal world. I'm gonna have cheats off, and I'm just gonna use a random seed. And I'll keep the difficulty on normal for now. I'm not sure if I'll turn up the difficulty later or not, but I might. Alright. The first couple episodes of this Let's Play are going to be a little bit slow. I'm just going to kind of not do any editing, mostly because I don't know how yet. And, I'm going to just kind of take things slow for the first couple episodes, not really do anything off camera. Just kind of show the start up of the world, and once we get everything going, and we start working on like big projects, I'm going to work on stuff off camera a little bit more, that way I can have bigger updates in between episodes. Once I finish breaking down this tree, I'm gonna go ahead and get my crafting table and everything ready. I've got a few ideas of what I want to do in this world, but I'm not sure how well that's gonna work. I've got some big projects planned, kind of, and hopefully they'll work out. I did not mean to make a pickaxe yet. This is also my first video I've ever actually really recorded, so I'm kind of a little bit nervous about it, I guess. But I've been wanting to record myself kind of playing games and stuff for a little while now, so figured might as well jump in and try it out, see if I can actually do it without stuttering over myself constantly. So far, I don't think I've done a great job of that. But as I get used to doing this and everything, maybe I'll improve and not sound so nervous and stuttery and bad. I don't know how much I'm gonna get done in this episode, since this is just the first episode of Let's Play. I kind of just want to gather some materials, kind of find a place to settle down. Since I've been kind of thinking about what I want to do for this world, I kind of know what type of landscape I want to look for, but I'm not really, since I'm using a random seed, I don't really know if I'll find that exactly. So you might have to do some sort of landscaping and kind of making the terrain look how I want if I can't find exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm hoping I can find somewhere a little bit further away from the desert, that way I'm not near a desert. And if you're wondering why my grass looks like this and the sugar canes are 3D instead of 2D, I'm using a resource pack. I might leave that in the description or something, or not the resource pack itself, but the website that I got it from. I'll try to remember to leave a link in the description to the website. I do like that there's a dark oak forest over there. Dark oak wood's my favorite wood in the game. I don't know how much I'll be using it in the beginning, but I'm glad that I at least have that close by. Some of the worlds I've played in before, I've wanted to use that wood, and I've had to go thousands of blocks to go get some, so having it right here at spawn's pretty good. Of course, I don't like having the swamp and everything. I'm just gonna go over here and kind of look around. Oh, there's a witch's hut over there. I should probably go ahead and get some wool, that way I can sleep. Oop. I'm just gonna get over to this dark oak wood forest. That's not what it's called. It's called a roof forest, but that's okay. I want to try to find like more of a plains biome instead of living right next to a desert and savanna, because the color of the grass and stuff in those biomes aren't really the greatest looking. Well, there's a plains right over there. I should probably either make a boat or walk on land, because swimming is a little bit slow and annoying. There's some iron. I'll have to remember that that's there. I'm not going to do much mining in this episode. I just kind of want to get a little base set up and kind of get a little bit of storage and things before I start mining and getting all kinds of resources that I'll have to just organize later. I think for my starter base, I kind of want to do like a little, like make it a little hut on top of the land, and then when you enter the hut, it's kind of empty and just has a ladder leading down underground, and then from there it's going to be kind of like a bigger area. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. Well, this looks like a pretty good area, actually, for what I'm looking for. I'll definitely have to do some flattening later down the line, but I like that cliffside. I don't want to build my starter base too close to where I'm planning other things, so I'm gonna go a little bit further away. Probably should, well, no, yeah, I do have enough for a furnace. Well, this is pretty nice too. I don't have to do as much flattening. Well, maybe I'll go back to the other area and build my starter base over there and plan on making the main thing over here. That would be easier than just having to flatten a bunch of the hills that are over there later on down the line. And that should be enough food to last a little bit. Now I'm gonna get this coal. And a little bit of the cobblestone. Sorry if I'm a little bit hard to hear over the game. I'm still trying to get the audio levels adjusted, and I'm kind of talking a little bit quieter, because I don't want anyone in the house to hear me just in here talking to myself pretty much. How are we doing on sunlight? Alright, sun's starting to go down, so I'm going to need to get settled a little bit. I think right here's a good place for the starter house. Clear out some of the grass, that way it doesn't get in the way. I really hate having to build around the taller grass and stuff, because it makes you place the blocks weird sometimes. They'll put on top of the grass, or just not exactly where you're trying to place it, and you have to break it and replace it again. It gets a little frustrating sometimes. I use some of my coal for cooking, and then I'll make the rest into torches. Should probably make a bed too. And I'll go ahead and make doors. I'm not really going to do anything special quite yet for the starter house. I'll end up tearing this down eventually and making something a little bit nicer looking. But just for this first night here, it'll work. There's some spruce over there. Okay, let's see if some of this is done. Yep. I definitely don't want to starve to death on the first day. That would be bad. And kind of dumb. Alright, sorry about that. I had to get a drink of water. Mouth is getting a little dry. I'm not used to talking like this. I'm gonna make a stone sword, that way I can not have to use a wooden pickaxe to kill things. Now I'll go ahead and make a stone pickaxe and a stone axe. I should probably go ahead and make a wooden shovel too, just in case. I don't think I need a shovel enough to make a stone shovel, but I'll need a shovel at least. I'm gonna go over here and get these cows real fast. Oh, there's a bee. And I am playing in the new Nether update too, so that's kind of exciting for when we get to the Nether. I am really bad at aiming at this cow. No. I've never really seen that before, where the dark oak trees and mushrooms spawn on top of a snowy mountain. It's kind of interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and plant some of my sugar cane here. I know I'll definitely need that later, and usually when I don't plant it immediately, I don't end up having enough when I want to enchant or anything. So might as well get an early start on doing that. I don't think that thing is true where they say sugarcane grows faster on sand. I think it grows the same on both, it's just sand looks better. Or at least that's what I've heard, I could be wrong. I'm gonna go back over to my house now and build up the walls and put a little roof on it. In the next episode I'll probably work on the house and make it look a little bit better. But for now I want to make sure I'm at least safe. I'm gonna make a few not sticks, ladders. Oop, that's wrong. There we go. It should be enough to get a little bit underground. I think I'll make the hole right here. Alright, that's 6, I think. Yeah. should I have the ladder here? Or here? Here. Alright. I'm not gonna put in a floor or anything, because I don't know how big the house is gonna be when I kind of redo it. But did I put a roof on? No, I did not. I'm not gonna build a very tall roof either. I don't want to have to break a ton of extra stuff when I go to redo this. I just want to be able to have enough to protect me for now. Go ahead and bring all this inside. I think I'll save those pieces of coal for now. I'm going to go over here where I saw that iron earlier and get a couple pieces of that and get some of the coal that's on the sides of the mountains. I want to make sure I have enough torches before I decide to go into a cave or anything. Oh, I don't have mobs coming up behind me. I always hate getting jump scared by a creeper because I'm not paying attention enough, or I didn't light anything up enough. Is there iron down there? Not that I can see. Alright, it wasn't in this hole, it was in the next one over. If I remember right. I could be wrong. I might be wrong. Oh no, there it is. And there were only 2 pieces there. Probably wasn't worth the trip. I don't want to climb all the way up there to get that coal. Where's the audio? Nope. There it is. There. Turn down the music a little bit. Yeah, I won't climb up there and get that coal either. Alright, I think I'm just gonna go over and go ahead and start digging out a little bit of an area under the house. I'll get these ink sacks first. I don't know how a squid managed to die in the middle of the river, but cool. Squids always seem to be going up on land getting themselves killed, but it's not that often that I actually see ink sacks just floating in the water for no reason. Oops. Okay. Oh, I didn't get any coal. That's one of the main reasons. No, okay, I'm stupid. I won't really do too much to the interior of this quite yet in the way of decorating. I'm just gonna open it up and kind of plan out exactly how I want to do things. I don't know how big my starter base is gonna be before I get enough materials to be comfortable with doing the big project, but well, that might be the furnace I'm hearing. When I play games by myself, I don't usually wear headphones, but for this I am wearing headphones, so it's kind of like weird, I guess. I'm hearing a little bit more than I normally do. Yeah, I think that's deep enough for now. Probably shouldn't have put a torch there, because I'm just going to be... Well, actually... Let me go ahead and put in a little bit of cobblestone, because I think I'm going to have... Or keep these walls like that. That way it's kind of like a little indent for the ladders. And then I'll go this way. For the room. This is the kind of stuff that normally I'd be, like, once the first couple episodes are done with, I'm going to be doing off camera, because it's probably a little bit boring to watch me just break stone. I think in the next episode what I'm going to do is kind of upgrade the starter cabin and then go on my first actual mining trip in one of the caves nearby. Hopefully we actually have some deep caves, because a lot of the time I see a cave opening and it looks like, oh, that's gonna be a good cave, and then it goes down like 20 blocks and there's a bend with a wall. And it turns out to be nothing really, so hopefully that doesn't happen with the caves we find. But if it does, that's fine, because I'm probably going to go caving once or twice, and then I'm going to make like a staircase somewhere in here in the starter base and kind of go down to level 11, see if I can find some diamonds. I think I'm going to wait a little bit to go to the nether, that way I can get more materials and stuff set up, especially now that the nether updates. The nether's a little bit harder with all the piglins and hoglins and everything. Plus I don't want to be underprepared if my portal ends up being in like a basalt delta or one of those really tough biomes to start out in. Alright, sun's starting to go down, so I'm gonna make another stone pickaxe since that broke. And I'll replace these. Yeah, I'll have to make more smooth stone to replace all the granite and dirt that's everywhere. Can't wait till I get Silk Touch, that way I don't have to worry about smelting all my stone. That'll be good. I think I'm gonna make a couple more ladders and make that whole room go down one more block. That way I can do a little bit more with the ceiling instead of... Oops. Well, that's fun. Probably should have just moved my bed down there and slept down there for the night, but that's okay. What was I going to do? Make my stairs, that's right. And I'll bring this whole floor down one level. I keep putting torches where I'm gonna end up breaking blocks so it gets dark. I'm doing it again, but it'll give me some lighting for a little while before I replace some of the walls. One thing I'm trying to decide is if I should make this area kind of look like a cave, and I'm just kind of like living in an underground cave, or if I should make it look more like a house and just kind of have like a bunker. I'll have to think about that. The bunker would be easier to do, and I could get to gathering resources more, and instead of having to worry about how the build looks too much. Yeah, I think I might just do a bunker for now. Maybe one day I'll come back here and make it look like a cave instead, but who knows. That's all in the future. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and bring my bed and furnace and stuff down. I'll have to move them all again, but... Oops. I'll have to go back up and get more wood soon. I'm starting to run out. I'll go ahead and do that. I think I'll go ahead and get some dark oak wood, because I think I want to make that my floor. It usually looks pretty good. I should have gotten some acacia wood while I was over at the savannah. Or over near the savannah. I don't think I ever actually went in it. Oops. Oh yeah, I did get... Okay, I didn't even notice I was getting advancements. Ignore that name. That's a name I was going to go for. But I looked up the meaning on Urban Dictionary, and it's not the best meaning. I figured I'd look it up on Urban Dictionary, because that's where it seems like a decent amount of people use to figure out what stuff means. I'm not sure, though. I just kind of figured that's what some people would do and kind of be like, eh, your name's dumb. Don't look up what it means, though. It's kind of bad. And weird. I was going to change my name on here before, or on Minecraft, before I started recording my first video, but I forgot to, I guess. Got a little bit too excited. I'm gonna turn all these into planks. I guess I gotta destroy more. I'm really not used to talking like this. My mouth's getting dry again. Yeah, I think once I get this floor in place, I don't know how long I've been recording for, I didn't keep track. Probably should start doing that, though. But once I get the floor in, I'll go ahead and end this first episode. In the next episode, while I'm working on upgrading the house, and oh, that broke. I don't have my wooden one. All my stuff's down here. What am I doing? I got used to going up there to make stuff. But in the next episode, while I'm doing the mining and upgrading my house a little bit, I think I'll talk about kind of the type of videos that I'm going to be doing on YouTube, because Minecraft's not the only thing I'm going to be playing. This channel kind of gives me an excuse to play games I wouldn't normally have time to play, or that I wouldn't really be thinking about playing, but have wanted to play. If that makes sense. Probably doesn't. I'm not the greatest at speaking. Alright. I think I'll probably just go with oak wood for the walls. I don't know about the ceiling. Maybe I'll go with spruce wood for the ceiling. I think for this little shack, what I'm gonna do is something I've seen around YouTube, where they get the spruce trap doors and kind of make walls out of them, I guess. I think that would look kind of neat, just having a tiny little shack in the middle of this open field. Because what I'm planning on doing is trying to... I'm not the greatest builder ever, but I kind of want to have, like, over there where I'm planning on making the main build, do like a little medieval village or town, and like have villagers living in it instead of having an actual like trading hall. It'll be less efficient, but it should be fun to do. and there'll be like different districts, like different themed buildings for each district. Like there'll be farming district, and then the library district area, and just a district for each kind of different type of villager. And then they'll all connect to the center area, where I'll have like a fountain or little market stalls or something. And then from there it'll lead straight up to like a big castle or something that I'll live in, which will be my main area that'll have all my actual storage and stuff. I don't think I'm going to spread my storage out between the districts, so that would get really tedious to have to run all the way in between everything just to get a couple items. I had to get another drink of water, my mouth's getting too dry. Alright, I'm going to keep everything a little bit separated in this chest, instead of building a ton of chests right away, which I probably should do, because normally I get pretty bad at organizing once I get into stuff. I'll save those iron ingots. I want to wait to make anything iron until I get enough to make a couple iron pickaxes for mining. I think that would be better than just immediately wasting on like a sword or something, because stone sword works well. Especially since I'm not really planning on fighting mobs too much. But yeah. Oh, there's a good cave. Hopefully. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. I think in the next episode, I'll go ahead and work on this, go get some spruce wood and make the house look nicer, and I might do more on the underground, I'm not sure. But the main thing for next episode is I think I'm going to try to explore that. Hopefully it's actually big and decent, not just a giant hole that leads down to nothing. That would be a little bit annoying. But if it is, I can just start looking for another cave or strip mining or something. The only problem with living underground is you can't really tell what time it is unless you get a clock. But yeah. Hello there. Here soon, in like the next couple episodes, I'm probably gonna get a resource pack that allows mob heads to drop, because I kind of like decorating, I guess, with those. Maybe I'll get that armor stands mod too, that way I can try to put a little bit more detail in the builds, or make it look like there's people around, kind of make stuff look more alive. That's all I use the mob heads for, is kind of making them look like actual people or something like that, instead of just sticks. I've tried to use the armor stands mod before, but I wasn't very good at it. But anyway, oh, type W. I'm gonna go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.